Yes, yes, yes. Well, well, well. It must be a Monday night, everyone. Good to see you. Good to see you on this Monday night. And yes, we are on a little bit earlier than usual. You're saying, what time is it? It is 6 o'clock. We usually go off at 7:30, but we're in here at 6 o'clock tonight doing something a little bit different as we're getting prepared to go down south for a little bit. But we're just going to talk about something else this evening, and that is what's going on in the fall time here in New England. Yes, good to see you, Bobby from Beantown Breakdown. And it was a breakdown yesterday, wasn't it, Bobby? Those Patriots look terrible, terrible. Oh, they got a lot of changes. But otherwise, everybody, I'm the Mola Man. You've seen me on season 16 of America's Got Talent. I perform at baseball games. You also see me on the Gong Show, and I just perform around and about, making people smile all the time. And I am a mailman for 26 years. 26 years. That's right. All right, everyone. Good to see you. And we're going to do something a little bit different tonight because we know every state has their own seasons in it. And here in New England, we have all the seasons. It's hot, it's cold, it's in between. We get all the weather. It changes on a weekly basis. And we're going to talk a little bit about it tonight. So I'm just going to look in the chat real quick in here and see who we got. We got the Balaban channel. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, Balaban. Beantown Breakdown Bobby is in here. Green Giant is in here. He told me earlier that not one leaf has changed where he's at yet. We'll have to see. We'll have to see about that. And also Michelle Camaro is in here. She's up the road about 35 minutes. Molly Rook, how you doing, Molly? Good to see you visiting from England. And Darlene is in here. How you doing, Darlene? Good to see you. Your gift should have arrived any day now. It has been sent. It has been sent. All right, so you're probably saying, hey, does the Mola Man have any social media of any kind? Well, you guys probably know by now that I do. So let's go check it out. As you see, I got Instagram, Anthony_Mola Man. Yeah, you can find me over there on Instagram. We have a Facebook group, everyone. Yes, Anthony the Mola Man Facebook group. And if you'd like to help out the channel, there's always your chance, as you see in the link above, to become a member to the channel for less than a cup of coffee, everybody. That really helps the channel going forward as it takes care of the expenses of the channel. So there you go. You can become a member by clicking that link above. So it's good to see everyone in here. I see Leafs are starting to turn on the cape, Anthony. I got the Cape Cod shirt on. Look at that. See? You mentioned the cape. I wear the shirt. There it is. Tiki Man fan, how you doing? So those of you who are in the chat right now, if you ever been to New England and seen the fall, let me know. If you want to chime in anytime throughout the show, let me know. Maybe where you are, you guys have some great views of the leaves, the things to do during the fall, because we're going to check out the north. And when I say New England, we're going to go right to New Hampshire, which is about 20 minutes north of me. And I got a lot of friends there as well. But we like checking out parts of New Hampshire just for the fall seasons. Surf Bum made it in. Good to see you, Surf Bum. Jess got Disney, made it in. Yep. We are going off a little bit early tonight, but we're going to check out things for the fall. So has anyone first of all been to New England in the chat? I know there's a few of you in there. Triton made it in. Peeping Anthony, yeah. If Tom Does Disney comes on, we can call him Peeping Tom. So we're waiting for Tom to pop in. Darlene says she's been to New England. You have, Darlene? What states have you been to, Darlene? You've been to New England? Michelle, I know she's been. She's up the street from me. Triton used to live in Maine. So Triton, I know you've seen the leaves change. You've seen it. That's right. Surf Bomb, yep. Hopefully you're able to come, Surf Bomb, in 2024. It's just around the corner. I know that. I know. And so here we go, everyone. So what we're going to do is take a ride up 93. Used to camp at Lake Ossipee. I know exactly where that is. Ossipee. Oh, yes. And you got Ossipee House of Pizza right off the main drag there. We used to go there for pizza. Ossipee, Lake Ossipee. Now, there's tons of camping going on up north. Now, I know Kev's from Maine. Yep. I know there's a lot of places to camp while we're up here, but we're not going to get into so much where you can stay. We're just going to talk about the areas of where you can go. KK is in here tonight. She knows her Seahawks are on tonight. So Darlene says she's been to Maine and Massachusetts. Yep, your daughter graduated from the University of Maine. Oh my gosh. So you do have connections up this way. You do have connections up this way. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So what we're going to do is get us started here. So I don't know if any of you ever been up to mid New Hampshire. A place that we like to go is up towards North Conway region. And maybe you guys have been there or heard of North Conway, but it's a very nice area and it's very popular. So prepare for those crowds. In fact, I went up there not too long ago, and this is one of those overlooks, everyone. You get to an overlook, you got to stop. And you know what? They told me I had one phone call to make while I was there. One phone. Who do you think I was calling with my one phone call? Well, who do you think I was calling? Do you think I was calling Triton? Maybe I was calling Pierce? No, no, no. The Curtis family, when is the peeping? Well, here I am. I'm trying to peep, but I'm on a phone. You don't see a payphone too often. This is at one of the overlooks there in North Conway, New Hampshire. But look at the view behind me. So you're getting off and you're looking out that direction. And no doubt, when you yell, you can make an echo sound. Yep. So when you yell out, Triton. Yeah, you yell that out. You yell that out. Foliage himself. There I am making the phone call. I'm calling Theo. Theo Sam Eagle. Hi, welcome in, Theo. Good to see you, buddy. Yes, we're making a call. And no, the wife was with me. I was calling in probably an order for food is what I was doing there. Oh man, no, she was right next to me. I don't just drop them off and take off, guys, But also, New Hampshire, depending on the season, depending if the summer is too hot, whether there's a cold spell, it affects the way the leaves show. So each year is completely different. So we also took a ride up to what's called the Flume Gorge, everybody. So let me see if I can bring up some photos of the Flume Gorge. This is in Lincoln, New Hampshire. Let me see if I can bring some up here. This is Lincoln, New Hampshire. So when you get to the Flume Gorge, Love Pugs made it in. Good to see you. And I am calling in sick. That was a good one. I wish I had thought of that one. This is the Flume Gorge, everyone. So what you do is you check into this building at Lincoln, New Hampshire. It's about $18 a person to do this hike. It's not that bad. It really is not. $18, an adult, $13 for a child. It's got so many things to do in there. You got the falls, you got a gorge, you got several covered bridges, many places to stop and just look at the scenery, and a lot of rocks too, made out of granite. But this is one of the gorges. You look down to the covered bridge. It looks very cool. Fulton doesn't have his practice. How you doing, Ann Gilnack? We are starting to enter Lincoln, New Hampshire now. This is called the Gorge, the Flume Gorge. If you want to look that up, $18 to do. So we made our walk down, and you got areas like this all by itself. Yep. This year would happen to be good because we had a lot of rain. So yes, the Lost River Gorge. Yep. This year we had a lot of rain. So you see these rapids, they were actually flowing pretty strongly. Last year, it was more of a drought here. So there was hardly any water at all in these things. But you need to be careful. Those rocks are slippery. And actually, we had 2 people die this year up in New Hampshire, walking the rocks and falling into these rivers. So you have to be careful. Yeah, the colors are beautiful, way up there. You go way up, they're beautiful. They start coming down throughout the month of October. As we're walking through the Flume Gorge, look at this, everyone. So we're walking through a crevice, and there's that slippery when wet sign. You know what that means, everyone. That's the name of an album, I think. What album is that? Slippery When Wet. Sounds like an 80s band album. Oh, gosh. So here I am, and yes, I'm trying to slip, collecting some workman's comp. No, I'm just kidding. But you got these walking areas, and in between mountains. Very cool thing to do. Very cool thing to do. Yeah. Triton, I'll be there on Friday. I'm coming down on Friday. It'll be nice and warm down there, hopefully. Yeah. Bon Jovi. Thanks. Kelly comes in with a hot take. Bon Jovi. I hope you're right. It sounded like an 80s band album. I should have wrote that on that sign right there. Slippery when wet. Yeah. And then as we continue our walk along, yes, you get to these. This is called the Pemmickwisset River. And I ran into this person, and yeah, we started making out. There we are, the covered bridge, everyone. There's a few covered bridges. There's a couple in Lincoln and some in Jackson, New Hampshire, but they're very cool and very rare. Only one car can fit through. So if there's a car coming the other direction, you have to wait. You have to wait. So these covered bridges are very unique to New Hampshire, as water usually rushes under them as well. And I don't know how that happens right there. That's a good picture. Yes. Headless Horseman comes through in about 10 minutes. Oh, yes. And McGillnack's probably been here, I can imagine. Now, Swansea Searcher, they have 4 of them up there, Swansea. See, I can't get to all the places in New Hampshire. I went to just a few, but I know of the ones in Jackson and the ones in Lincoln. There's 4 more, Swansea says, up near his house. So if you ever make the trek towards him, go right ahead and check them out. Thanks for filling me in. I like information like that. So one of the other stops on the Flume Gorge Trail, Flume Gorge in Lincoln, New Hampshire, $18 to do this. So this is still part of the hike we're doing. And you get an area like this where you're watching the river flow down and you get the views. Some years, again, the colors are better, but it looks so awesome, especially when you get a nice, cool, crisp night like that. Pemmy River. Just call it Pemmy. Just call it Pemmy. Pemmy-Wisset. Pemmy-Quisset. Call it the Pemmy. Yeah. Very cool. Those are cool bridges right there. Yeah. So we got a lot of people in the chat that are from the New England area, which makes it even better. I know. So another overview look. And you can see the other mountains there. So as you look out, you're starting to see some of the ski areas, actually, like Waterville Valley, Loon Mountain, Cannon Mountain. These are all New Hampshire mountains that are very close by. And yeah, and you see a lot of deer and stuff in the woods here too as well. And I'm sure there's bear. I didn't see any bear or nothing. But yeah, very cool as the colors start to change. Now, as we're starting to make our trek down, you can come down 2 different areas. This takes us to Table Rock. Table Rock is a very cool place. It's just a granite rock, very smooth. See how smooth that is? And water is actually rushing over that very, very thin layer of water. So they don't want you walking on it. You'll definitely slip and fall. But beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, very cool. Yes. So if you've been to New Hampshire, let me know. These are cool spots to go. I mean, this is an $18 trip, and you continue down. There's even waterfalls. Look at this. So again, walking along those wooden bridges I was telling you about, you get waterfalls going underneath you. So a lot of picture taking. It almost looks like an area you would see like Ewoks coming out. They probably should try that. That would be very cool. Scare the people with Ewoks coming out. That'd be very cool. Again, the Flume Gorge here in Lincoln, New Hampshire. Oh man, if you fall, you're in trouble. That's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, and there's another view of everything running down. It was so moist in there. The backside of water. The backside of water. Yep. Johnny Neverland made it in. How you doing, Johnny? I made it up to New Hampshire, Johnny. And I was making a phone call, Johnny, when I got up there. I was trying to see if you were home. You didn't answer. And then I tried calling, the Crystal Palace. She wasn't home. She was in Universal Studios. And so I ended up calling in for a cheeseburger while I was up there. And we hit the Muddy Moose in North Conway, New Hampshire. Hey, Don, good to see you. Yes, you got to try it. You got to try it. Vermont's got some nice places too. I'm just shooting for New Hampshire tonight. So anyway, as you come out of the Flume Gorge, you come back through their big, huge entrance area. It's a big, huge building, and you can collect different things, postcards, whatnot. And they have food after your hike if you're hungry. And they're known for their moose. So they got moose up there, everybody. So that's why they put the moose inside the lobby area. That's right. That's right. Anyhow, so any of you who ever been to New Hampshire, maybe you can tell me what is iconic about New Hampshire. I'll give you a clue. It used to be on their license plate. It used to be on a bunch of their street signs. What was iconic about New Hampshire? Can you remember what it is? The White Mountains are iconic, but what was it that's on the license plate? There used to be a picture of it, and there's a picture on all the street signs in New Hampshire of this thing that is no longer there. Maybe you can remember. Granite, live free or die. Oh, man. Green Giant comes in. Green Giant, that's it. Now, you guys may not remember Old Man on the Mountain. If you're not from this area, you may not know what that is. Well, back in the day, this rock formation formed on the top of a mountain near Cannon Mountain in Franconia Notch. And the actual rock looked like an old man. So if you're driving through the mountains and you're looking up, you see this profile of a rock of an old man. So they called it the Old Man on the Mountain up in Franconia Notch, New Hampshire. And it was actually on the license plate. So here's a picture of it. And this is what it looked like. Yep. So I don't know if you can see it. If you look up, you can see the profile of the forehead, the nose, and the square chin. See it there? That's the Old Man on the Mountain. The old man, this is New Hampshire. This is something we saw for many years. And it was also iconic on license plates and street signs. It still may be. But over the years, because of the bad weather in New Hampshire, that rock started to decay, fall off, fade away. They had crews up there repairing it. And then one day a storm came through. I'm not sure of the exact year. Yeah, Old Man on the Mountain. Welcome in, Manny. Swansea tells me it fell in 2003. Thanks, Swansea. And this is what it looks like now, everybody. So it's gone. That whole rock structure fell, and there's no more Man on the Mountain. Completely gone. Completely gone. So it went from seeing this for many years, many people will go take pictures with it, to nothing overnight. And they just decided not to keep it going. And now it's just a memory, Swansea. No more Man on the Mountain up there, right? Just a lot of people climbing the mountain. That's right, Michelle. That's right. Oh my gosh. So we covered a little bit of the Flume Gorge we just went to up in Lincoln, New Hampshire. There you had the Old Man on the Mountain, something you guys, I just gave you a history lesson if you didn't even know about it at all. Yeah. Yeah, he fell, Manny. He fell. I can't even imagine being under that thing when it collapsed. Oh my gosh. Well, right here in Boston, the leaves are just starting to change. I mean, I brought a couple in from outside. So yeah, so you got the turning a little bit red here. I got red. These are just from outside my house here in Massachusetts. This one is, a little bit, and they're starting to die. But as you go further up in New Hampshire, the better the colors throughout October. All right. So another place that is very cool to go to in New Hampshire is that of the Kankamangas. The Kankamangas Highway, everyone. That is Route 112 in New Hampshire. So on Route 112, it's a 56-mile stretch of highway. But when I say highway, you cannot go that fast on it because it's very windy, hairpin turns, and it's very crowded this time of year. 56-mile long Kankamanga Highway. That's right. And let me see if I got some pictures of this as you enter the Kankamangas. No, that's not it. Where is it here? Here's one. Check this out, everyone. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Huh? Just take a look. Take a look. This is Route 112, the Kankamanga Highway. Motorcycle, card, yeah, camel. Camel could be used through here. That's how slow you're going. That's how slow you're going. So when the colors are this beautiful, you're traveling all the way down this Kankamangas Highway, but along the route, the 56 miles, you can turn off. It's a 2 to 3 hour ride, believe it or not. It turns around. Speed limits are slow, and there's no gas stations on this road. So you got to fill up before you leave. That's right. Many places. It's narrow and curvy. There's plenty of trails. There's gorges. There's falls. There's overlooks. So there's something for everyone here. Doesn't that look amazing? Yes, this is the Kankamangas Highway in New Hampshire. In the distance, you got Mount Washington. But I tell you, you see it here with no cars on it, but it's usually stopped. Like you see nonstop cars. That's how slow people are traveling on the Kankamangas. Now, Triton, you mentioned you could use camels to get by, but I don't have a picture of that. I don't have a picture of that today. But some other things you can do. Along the mountain, because skiing is not in service yet, you can actually take the chairlifts up. So this is another way to catch the leave season up here. Again, wear a jacket, wear boots, because it might be muddy. You just don't know. Catch the chairlift to the top of the mountain. An excellent way to catch the leaf peeping, and it's relaxing as well. Yeah, the colors are amazing. But you know what? They only stay that way for a certain amount of time. You know, you miss the peak time, and it's not as pretty. But everyone goes at the same time, as Swansea Searcher knows in our chat. He's from up there, and it's just crowded everywhere. So you're better off just planning a day trip, perhaps. If you're going to stay overnight, you got to book early, and it's going to be crowded. Even the restaurants are going to be crowded. Many other things to do. There's walkways along the rivers. Yeah, there's something for everyone. Something for everyone to do. Most dangerous roads, Swansea says. Let's go look at that road again. Most dangerous roads, because it's considered a highway, yet it has hairpin turns like that on it. And everyone is stopped. Everyone's getting out of their cars to do different things. And some areas you would want to see, you can't even get out because there's no parking for it. So just plan your day accordingly. I would have food in the car. I would have food in the car for you. Hey, D for Disney, Shannon's in here. The Red Dragon Studios made it in. Yeah. So yeah, that was the Skyliner you just saw. Very cool to do. Very cool to do. One of the overlooks on the Kankamangas. These are the overlook here. You just get out of your car and just look out at all the mountains, and you're hoping for a good day. As you can see here, the sun was out, and beautiful, beautiful area. Again, guys, I'm just showing you New Hampshire. This is it. This is New Hampshire. Vermont has some awesome spots. You can go to the Vaughan Trap Lodge up in Vermont, and you can do everything out of that hotel. They have everything you need outside of that hotel. Yeah. Oh my God. My God. Just like the road to Hana and Maui. I know that doesn't seem like it fits for New Hampshire, does it? It's like someone just made it. Yeah, this was another picture of a waterfall. Again, those rocks are very slippery. People tend to go in these little springs and just go down the river, but you need to be careful. There are other rocks in there. And as you're swinging down the river, man, you can hit your knees, scrape your foot. But sometimes you can get a good ride. You can find a good area where there's no rocks, but you're taking your chances. But as you walk through these woods, you come upon things like this and take awesome pictures. Again, yep, this is New Hampshire. Yeah, we got another covered bridge. Another covered bridge. Again, these are all over the state. We had red ones. This one's just a wooden one. And as you can see, they're about 8-inch boards on the bridge there. So there's about 15 boards there, each one 8. So when you drive over it, you actually hear the boards creaking. Boom, 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 boom. And so a lot of people decide just to park along the side of the road and walk on it, not taking the chance. But it's very cool to see if you're up here in New Hampshire. Very cool to see. Yep. My gosh. I don't know how many covered bridges I've been through. I've been through quite a few. Here's another one. So this is a cool pool of water. Again, there's trout in here. If you'll bring a little fly rod, you could catch fish, trout, things like that. And very cool. Very cool to see. Some of the beautiful spots of New Hampshire. Bring your lunch. Eat it right there. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. That's it. Like it. I like it. Now, maybe you guys can tell me the name of this. When you're in New Hampshire, they got train rides, everyone. They really do. But this one is called a particular train. I don't know if you guys know what the name of this train is, but it doesn't go that fast. This thing is actually really, really slow. This is a slow train. So we got over 60 covered bridges left in New Hampshire. 60. Swansea Searcher coming in hot. I should have you on the show with me, Swansea. You would know a lot about this stuff. Green Giant knows this is the Cog Railway. Very good. Yeah, very good. It is so slow, and it's expensive to do. Actually, it's $72. Everybody, yeah, you heard me right. $72 to get in this cable car, and it takes you to the top of Mount Washington. But it's a slow ride. Now you're saying Mount Washington. Mount Washington is the highest peak here in New England, and you can take this train for $72, or people hike the mountain and it takes them a long time, or they drive it. So if you're daring and you want to take your car up Mount Washington, when you get to the top, they give you a bumper sticker that says, "This car climbed Mount Washington," and then your car breaks down on your way back down. I don't know if I want to use the miles on my car that way, going up a mountain like that. But the view, yeah, the weather observatory's up there, and this Cog Railroad, $72 to go up. Beautiful views from the top of Mount Washington. Manny doesn't have my money, and I don't have Manny's money either. So even if we combined them, Manny, we're not going to get on this train, it looks like. But it is a good time. Everyone who's done it says that, they're glad they did it. You know what I mean? You do it once and you experienced it, and you have a great time. You have a great time. It goes very slow. Now, when we head back to North Conway, everybody, there's a restaurant right in the heart of North Conway. This is called The Moat, Themoat. It looks like a Victorian house, which it is, but the whole lower level is a dining area. Welcome in, Doug. How you doing, buddy? Yes, this is New Hampshire. This is The Moat. It's a steakhouse and a brewery. So a lot of people up there in Maine like to drink. They got fire pits here in the back of this brewery smokehouse. They have an outside eating area with a view. And if you like drinks, they have growlers as well. Pamela V, how you doing? 40 to 50 bucks, Green. Yeah. So inside the moat, this is what you get, everybody. So you can get the sampler of all the different types of beers. That's what I usually get. This one happened to have a little cinnamon on the rim. Beautiful place. And like I said, they have those growlers, which are, what they are, big, huge glass jars. And they'll fill them up with whatever beer you want to take home. So you can take them right back to your place where you're staying. You can order them to go. You can send them out to people. I actually had somebody send me a growler from this place right to my address, which was amazing. And it was so good. So I recommend this place for drinks and food. The Moat, Themoat. Perhaps, Pamela, you've been there before, up to North Conway. Very cool. Yep. Yeah, so when I go to North Conway, again, slow going, everybody. You're not going anywhere quickly. Everyone's looking at stuff, but it's very cool. They have an awesome downtown with tons of shops in it, rustic shops. You know what I mean? Stuff from the 70s, the 80s. And you have a ski place, Mount Cranmore, just outside the center of town, where you can just pay for a day pass there, take the chairlifts up, do many things on the mountain. They got fake mine shafts there where little kids can like run the water through and collect things. Very cool. Very cool to see. Let me get back to the chat here. I see you guys talking. Yes. Ann Gilnack says the oldest bridge in the United States is built in 1829. Is in New Hampshire. It's called the Hare Hill Bath Bridge. Oh, yes. We're getting some history knowledge from many people who know the New Hampshire area here. I'm going to have to look that up. The Hare Hill Bath Bridge. Yes, they do. I don't know if that's near Diana's Bath at all. Diana's Bath is another place that has the waterfalls. Very popular spot. And they only have like 30 parking spots. And you're waiting there all day for people to leave. Oh, man. Some of these bridges, I don't know if they still use those. Yeah, it all looks great. Yeah, Pamela, you came in a little bit late, but I was showing them off all these places in New Hampshire. Oh, Haverhill. Ha, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Yes. So, Pamela, I was wondering where you were earlier, so I got on the phone and tried to make a call. And obviously, it went right to message. It went right to message, Pamela. So hopefully you got it as I... Now, as you know, the colors start north and come down. So Maine right now is starting out, northern New Hampshire. It's going to be equally right center of New Hampshire, probably by mid next week, Columbus Day, right through. So let me see here. Triton's asking a question here. Let's see. Host. Do any of these covered bridges do anything for Halloween? That's a good question. I would imagine those near the downtowns do. Swansea would know more about that than me, because some of these in the middle of nowhere. But there's one in Jackson, just outside the center of town. I can imagine they would do something to decorate coming into those bridges. Very cool place. Very cool place. Yeah. Let me see here. We got more. Yep. Yeah, this covered bridge. See, this one wouldn't be all dressed up, this covered bridge, because it's inside a park where you pay $18 to get in. And in fact, I think this park here in the Flume Gorge, they close, believe it or not, I think they close like the 9th or 10th of October. They close early and they don't allow anyone in. The reason why they close early is because they have mountain rangers inside this park for a length of time, and then they close the park and other people can walk the trails around it without the security and so forth, the rangers. But this one's in the park. I know this one probably wouldn't be decked out at all. But yeah. No, we don't need a room. We don't need a room. Right out there in the open, Manny. You know how it is, Manny. Right? We did it right in front of the man on the mountain. He didn't care. He didn't care at all. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, so those are some great places. So places to stay. So you're thinking of coming to New Hampshire? All the different resorts are right next to each other. You got Loon Mountain Resort, Wachusett Resort. You got the Mount Washington Resort. If you're going to North Conway, the downtown has more of a Holiday Inn Express, a Marriott, a Hampton Inn. They got those regular resorts, but there's a lot of bed and breakfasts and older hotels and inns. And let me warn you, when you go to New Hampshire, don't keep your expectations too high, because a lot of these inns and a lot of these bed and breakfasts are outdated. When I say outdated, I'm talking like 1970s, 1960s. Seriously, you get in there, you get the brown sheets. It's just, and they've never changed them. This is how they are. So just cross your fingers, look at the reviews. You go into some of these places, you get what you pay for. The rates are expensive, Manny, especially during peak season. Like right now, I'm a member to Holiday Inn. So when I go and look at the Holiday Inn Express rates for October especially, I won't get a good rate until like a Tuesday or a Wednesday midweek. Any other day, forget it. So Tuesday, Wednesday would be my good days to go and travel to those hotels. But you can search the Indian Head Resort, which is an older one. They have 2 heated outdoor pools and a mountain behind it. Beautiful spot. They got their own kitchens. But again, it's dated. It's dated like 1970s, right? Swansea, you know what I'm talking about. Gun stock in the lake regions. Yeah, so let me message you, Swansea. You know, because you live up there. Very dated. So when you're looking at these resorts, anywhere in the areas you're going, look at them. You're going to be like, oh, I don't know if I trust this place. This set. Just look at what people have wrote about it. Good service. As long as they're not bed bugs or anything. But if you want to be in the heart of it, that's what you're going to get. Or you're going to pay big money at the Marriott right there in downtown. Yep. Erin Fletcher made it in. How you doing, Erin? Good to see you. We're talking New Hampshire in the fall. Oh, man. So Swansea's talking about the 4 covered bridges in Swansea, New Hampshire. And they do. For Christmas, not Halloween. They do that. They do that. Yep. The ones you have to watch out are the ones that look like the Bates Motel. That's a lot of them, Triton. And I hate to say it, Triton, a lot of them in Maine are the same way. I think the further you go north, the more chances you're taking at some of these hotels. I've been to Portland, Albany. I've been to all these places, and they're very outdated, but you can get a nice one that's outdated. In fact, I went to Old Orchard Beach last year, which isn't far from me, not even an hour and 20 minutes from here. Old Orchard Beach, Maine. Had a place right on the ocean. Beautiful location. You had a park, an amusement park to your left. The place had wood panels in it. It was a little kitchenette. It was very outdated, but it was in the right location, and it seemed to do the job for me. Yeah, just to go through what we've covered tonight, everyone. I think we did some traveling up there in Lincoln, New Hampshire. This is the Flume Gorge again. You get a lot of places like this along the way. You got the Slippery When Wet album, Bon Jovi, and As I'm Almost Falling there. Yeah, you get those covered bridges where they don't give you a room. And look at these overlook views, are amazing. Much of New England is like that unless you choose a brand name hotel. Many of the inns are very beautiful. You need to do your research. That's exactly it. Ann Gilnack, thanks for sharing that. That's it. That's pretty much it. Do your research. You can find an inn that is very cool. In fact, even on Cape Cod, okay? Cape Cod, which we know fills up every summer. You cannot find a place. I got a place down there one time, and I'll tell you, this place was so old. How old was it? We're going back to my show. It was so old that I had to check myself in. Are there even places like that now? In Cape Cod. Oh my gosh. I had to check myself in. So you go into the front desk, there's a bell, no one answers. There's a sign there, tells you already know what your room number is. You grab a key off the hook and you walk out to your room. Yep. Do you know what the name of this place was down the Cape? It was called the Wishing Well. The Wishing Well. You can look it up online. It's a couple of reasons why I won't stay there again. That was kind of weird. But the second one was there was a post office parked behind my room. As you guys know, I work for the post office. So at 6 o'clock in the morning, what do you think I heard? All the mail trucks starting right up outside my window. And I went, no way. I don't want to hear my mail trucks while I'm away on vacation. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And do your research again. I'm just telling you, New Hampshire, Maine, and even some of Vermont, you're going to find something that's older, and that might come as a shock to you, especially if you have a certain budget in your mind that you want to spend a certain amount each night. It should have been, Theo. It should have been called that. It was very seedy. Yep, you can look it up online. I just told you the name of it, the Wishing Well. I don't even know if it's still around, but it should have been called the Hump Shack. It should have been called the Hump Shack. In fact, when you walked in, this video was playing.
Three amigos.
Yeah.
The Three Amigos.
Oh my gosh. Although I'll tell you, when I was in Puerto Rico last Christmas, we stayed at a hotel there in Puerto Rico that it looked like it was straight out of the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror movie. I thought I walked in the lobby of the Tower of Terror. That's how old the lights were dim. It just looked like it was cobwebs. But that's the way they designed the hotel there to look like that. I'm like, this is amazing. It looks amazing. Oh man, Darlene just found it, right? Oh, Darlene, you found it on Yelp. Oh, M&T living and cooking is in here. M&T, I got to do a cooking stream one of these nights. I really do. I got to cook something. I don't know. I'll cook breakfast. I'll cook my famous spinach artichoke dip. I like making that, putting it in a baguette. It's so good to make. And yeah, so Darlene found the place. I didn't even know it's still around. I didn't even look it up. The Wishing Well. I checked myself in, everybody. I don't even know if they do that anymore. You walk in, you grab your key. I picked room number 1. It was right there. Boom, went in. There was a little king bed in there, a little bathroom. And I had the window abutting the post office. And that was weird. That was so weird. Oh my God. Yeah. Good to see you. Good to see you. But anyway, that's the way it is. Do your research, everyone. You know how it is. But you're gonna go anywhere during a busy season, do your research. You go to Disney during busy season, you know what you're gonna pay at resorts. Some people often want to stay outside the park and take a Mickey cab in or a bus from the Springs, something like that to get in. But it's always different. And speaking of the Tower of Terror, there's the picture of us on it. I had it handy right there. Yeah, we did it 200 times in 13 days, everybody. Yeah, that's right. At my daughter's school today, they said it was a birthday of some kind for the Twilight Zone. It was the Twilight Zone's birthday today. So they reminded me of the Tower of Terror. That's right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Food stream, Kay Wilby. She wants me to do. Hey, Kay, welcome in. Good to see you, Kay. She wants me to do it. All right. So what I'll do, I have a new gimbal. I'll set it up in my kitchen. I'll adjust it so you guys can watch me cook. You know, hopefully I'm not like the French chef Julia Child and cut my finger off. But I'll do it. I'll do one. The last review was 9 years ago. Oh, was it my review? It could have been my review. That's how bad it was. Oh my gosh. I might have been the last one to review that place. Oh man, I want to know what the review was. What was the review? Give me the review. I'm waiting for some hot oil ever since he got into the new place. All right, so Theo's ready for me to. All right, so you guys want me to cook? I'm glad I'm getting this feedback. I need to hear that. I need to hear that. Theo's got the oil going. I love it. Oh, am I gonna try to break my record? And I got to get down there to do it. I got to get down there. A lot of the people that do the Tower of Terror, the only reason I got to do that record was because I got to know a lot of people on the ride. I knew all the bellhops and the head of the ride, and they allowed me and my 3 friends to do it way back in, what was it, 2000? So right now, I think that would be very difficult to do, even if you got to know people. I just don't think there's enough time in a day to do it 16 times a day over 13. And remembers my cooking streams. So you're catching me out of my element when I'm cooking. You're catching me out of my element when I'm doing those cooking streams. Oh, I didn't see what someone said up top here. What did M&T? Okay, sounds good. We're doing a chicken and waffle collab later this month. Oh, that sounds good. Chicken and waffles. You know what, M&T? I haven't had chicken and waffles in a long time. I am going to Georgia on Friday. I'm gonna have to try them when I'm down south. I think I'm gonna do that on Saturday morning. Chicken and waffles. I'm flying into Georgia on Friday night, so maybe Saturday morning I'll have that. Michelle Camara. The last time I was in New Hampshire was 8 years ago. Why so long, Michelle? You're about 20 minutes from New Hampshire. You just get a ride up there. You can get a ride up there. I'm new here, so I look forward to checking it out. Oh, M&T, thank you for doing that. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, everybody. I used to do a lot of cooking. I really did. I did back when I started this channel. I did cooking. I did Disney talk. I played music with my teeth. I used to talk about America's Got Talent. I still have friends who were on the show. Maybe I can have them on for interviews who do different things. And maybe I'll get into doing that again. But my season here, as you guys followed me for the past 2 years, I usually start winding down mid to late October because my job is picking up at the post office, and they need me 10 hours a day from right around Halloween time right through Christmas. It's like a 10-hour day every day. No days off, and I'm usually exhausted. So I'm doing a lot of Instagramming over that time. Now, the Curtis family, I did see what you said there. Now, yes, I did not fly a turkey. That would be something to see. But I did fry it. Did you see that on my, if you guys look at my shorts, one of my shorts on YouTube is of frying turkeys. I went to a party the other night and 2 of them were fried right in front of me. And they know how to do it. Crystal Palace, I was just talking about you, Crystal, because earlier in the show, I was saying, I went to New Hampshire and they gave me one phone call. So I got on the phone and I called the Crystal Palace up, and the voicemail picked up and said, I'm sorry, I'm in Universal Studios right now, but please try back another time. So then I called again, and then it said, I'm sorry, you'll find me in Hershey Park. So Crystal's always on the go, everyone. The Crystal Palace made it in. She's so fun to watch on her Instagram, constantly posting, and she's got stuff going everywhere else. But you guys are talking about me getting back to my cooking streams. Now, that could be something I could do. I'm going to think up some new stuff. Hey, Octavia made it in. Good to see Octavia. Octavia. Everyone's popping in now because they're thinking, where's the match game? No match game tonight. I just did about a 45-minute show on traveling to New Hampshire. We had pictures from the Flume Gorge and up there in Lincoln, New Hampshire. Went to Mount Washington. Yes, North Conway. Plenty of places to go. And beautiful spots, everyone, if you want to go there. I want to show you, again, the picture of Route 112 in New Hampshire. Again, the Kankamangas Highway. And it's spelled like it sounds, everyone. Kankamanga. First one in my chat who can tell me what Kankamanga means, I'll play a song for. Kankamanga. Kancamanga. The Kankamanga Highway, 56 miles long, with hairpin turns on it, just like this. And it's usually packed solid. People leave peeping. First person to tell me what Kankamanga means, I'll get them a song. But isn't that beautiful? And you can just go off onto the trails anywhere you want. Get on Skyliner and go up there. Let me see what people are saying. People don't even care. They don't even care what it means. Native American. No, a Native American did say it. Kankamanga. It means something. Like there's a lot of tribe names up there in New Hampshire. So when you go up there and someone gives you a tribe name, like Squatting Dog, you may have seen a dog squat. Now that's your Indian tribe name, Squatting Dog. Well, Kankamanga was a name given to somebody, which means fearless one. It means fearless one. So, yes, fearless one. So if you're going to go down this highway, you need to be fearless because it's 56 miles with no gas stations at all. Oh, man. Name of grandson, Pastor Conway. Yes. Used thought roads in clouds or highway in clouds. I know. That could have been that. Nope. No, it means fearless one, and you need to be fearless to go down that road. Yes. Thanks very much. Then again, I just, try to check out these beers, man. These were good. These flights at the Moat were excellent right there in North Conway. Get the flights, everyone. Oh my gosh. Yes. All right. So that being said, everybody, well, this week here, I'm heading down south on Friday. So next week I will be in Georgia. So I don't know. Maybe I will go live. Maybe I will go live in Georgia. You guys want to see a little bit of Georgia? I can go live at some point while I'm down there. Um, we're about 25 minutes south of Atlanta. So I know it's going to cool off here in Massachusetts, but hopefully it stays warm down there. Shorts weather is always a must for me, even when it's in the 60s and 70s. Yeah. Slow up, slow down. Yep. All right. I'm going to start thinking of doing cooking streams, but I will try to go live from Georgia this weekend. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, coming home late Monday night. Yes. So we're going to try to do a cooking stream. You guys seem to want some cooking, catching me out of my element. Awesome. Also, yes, I know. People are telling me this. I turned 49 on Sunday. Oh my gosh, it's coming up. All right, whatever. I don't like talking about my age, but it's coming up quickly, everyone. So you're in Florida. It looks good. Best food is in Georgia. I like hearing that stuff. I know Sarah J is from Georgia. She's about 3 hours from where I'm going to be. Our friend Kent, who we've seen on the show before, is also from Georgia. He's going to be about 2 hours from me. Do a meet and greet. Swansea says, where do you want me to do the meet and greet? Yes, get John Urban ready. He's got the fire truck about an hour away. Yes. Do a meet and greet here or meet and greet while I'm in Georgia. I suppose I could do one here. Yeah, next Sunday, Pamela. I don't make a big deal about it, but I know it's coming up. I'll be away for it, actually. I'll be in Georgia for it. So, yes, we're going to do that. Sturbridge. He wants to do a meet and greet in Sturbridge. We'll have to pick a date that works for all of us. Seriously, let's do a date that works for all of us. I know a lot of us in the chat tonight are from this area. Somehow we all can just find a neutral spot. Someone doesn't have to go. The Curtis family says, hit the thumbs up. That's right. I did something a little different tonight. I know it's not the game show. We're closing out season 2 with the match game soon. Look I still got the signs right here. Match game. That's right. I got Name That Tune. I got all the signs up. My Tom Brady picture up there. But we're ready. We're ready to head out, everyone. Tonight's a night where I'm heading out, and then I'm going to start packing. It would be fun. Thanks, Ann. Thanks, Michelle. So we'll keep that in mind going forward for next week while I'm in Georgia. Theo Sam Eagle. Thank you, man. It's baseball season. You know what to play. All right, Manny. I knew you were going to catch me with a song, Manny. And Manny, I continue to use your questions if you noticed. You've asked, some of those questions you gave me were from months back, and I'm still using them now. So I still squeeze you in there now. Baseball season. It's still baseball season. It's on to the playoffs. And a 1 and a 2. Play ball. There it is. Oh, Tiki Man fan. Baseball is over, Anthony. Yep. Red Sox, they stink. They need a redo. The Patriots look terrible. Celtics made a great trade. I know being a Boston fan has been great for me. I grew up during a great time in the 80s. The Celtics, Bruins, Patriots, they all played great. The Red Sox. And now we're doing the rebuild thing, and Celtics may look good again. Dodgers look good. Oh, man. You love it. Jaquetta, I'll play a song for you just because you came in late. I'll let you give me a song, Jaquetta. I'll play one for you. Yeah, 38-3 on Sunday, Theo. I couldn't believe it. You shut it off. Just shut it off. It was just, I don't know what's going on. I think there's something wrong with the quarterback. Oh my gosh. No, Swansea. What are you doing, Swansea, man? Thanks, buddy. I still owe you a drink. I really do. We're gonna meet up. He wants to meet up in Sturbridge. And doesn't Sturbridge have there's a famous place in Sturbridge, I think, that a lot of people go to. I can't think of it off the top of my. People are dressed up in their garb from like old times. Oh, thanks, Swansea. That was way too much, man. They didn't have to do that. Tiki Man fan wants to talk sports too. He says, but we'll be on the block just like Tiki Man fan. You only know the reason why Belichick is still around, right? He's trying to beat, Coach Shula's record. He needs like 16 more wins to pass Shula. He keeps losing. Jaquetta says, you can play anything you want for me. You can play anything you want for me. Here we go. This is for Jaquetta for popping in tonight and hitting that like button for me. Jaquetta, I'll give you a Disney song, Zippity Doo Dah, because we saw Doug in here earlier. Zippity Doo Dah. All right, that's for Splash Mountain, everyone. That's for Splash Mountain. Because we miss Splash Mountain, don't we, everyone? That was like one of the best rides in Disney. And I only can imagine they did some great enhancements on that. Yes. I got to go to Epcot. I was with Tanya, remember? I hooked up with Tanya one night. Then we met up with Tom Does Disney, who's been on the show many times. Also, we ran into Heather from Vacation Exploration, but we know her as the Chronicles of Heather now. And then we know Main Street Treat Company, they showed up in my town, believe it or not. They came to Massachusetts right up the street. I got to play for kids. He came with a busload of kids, everyone, and on a field trip from down south. And I got to play and talk to the kids there in the lobby of the hotel with them. And also with Terry Crews, I said hello. And Rope Drop Pat, everyone. I got to meet him. Rope Drop Pat, met him in the morning. Oh, man. Such good times. I got to get myself back down there. Got to get myself back. Old Sturbridge Village. That's it. We love it. That's a good place to meet up. I've been there. Oh, man. What happened? Did I buzz out? Sorry if I buzzed out. Yep, I miss Splash too. Miss Splash. I'm still trying to get into a commercial of some kind. All right, everyone. Thank you so much, Swansea. Thank you again. That was very generous of you. And yes, I will have a drink. And I will say this is from Swansea. And I appreciate that very much. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I know it's something different, but I wouldn't have known you guys want some more cooking. We could try that again. And maybe I'll have a helper. And I will not burn down my kitchen. I cannot burn this kitchen down. This one is a new kitchen I got now. Even on the old house when I was selling it, I almost burnt the thing down. That was, thank you all. So everyone, we know what we do, right? At the end of our show, as we get ready, we're closing in on the 1 hour mark. Yes. We get those scissors ready because we miss Bob Barker too. He used to say this at the end of his shows. Help control the pet population. Get your pet spayed or neutered, everyone. Have a great